weren't you, Bill?
We were. You know, when I began my career at Cleveland State University as head of public relations, I met Tom. He was founding the Urban Studies
I
Institute
remember it well.
at the university. He actually nominated me for membership of the City Club. He was president then. And I have an interesting little story. You mentioned Liam Clancy earlier. Tom was quite a character. God bless him. I love that man. He was like a big brother to
The
me.
baker and the boxer and a
Yeah.
professor.
So Tom, his wife Peggy, myself with a date, were at Pickle Bill's. This is way back maybe in 1970.
Or before, maybe.
Pickle Bill's down in the flats.
Yeah.
Went down to see Liam Clancy. Right? We're sitting in the audience. There weren't many people in the place. It was surprising because of his stature as a musician. So what does Tom do? He starts, and I won't tell you what he said, but he starts kibitzing from the audience, right, with Protestant Irish comments, jokes, right? Clancy's face got red. He was not happy. Well, after, you know, we all met him and everything was fine, everybody was happy. But that was Tom.
Of course, Tom came from the north of Ireland. He came from County Fermanagh.
Tom came from my ancestral home,
That's Fermanagh, right?
Enniskillen.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why we got on so well, but immediately we became best friends.
Yes,
He was
right.
quite a guy.
But Bill, you're a man that knows a lot about the movie business. Last week we gave away a couple of tickets to events, and you have some more tickets you're going to give away, right?
I do. Last week we gave away a couple, and the film we're talking about is Rosine and Frank. It's going to play at the Cinematheque at the Cleveland Institute of Art in University Circle. And there are two dates. It's going to play on Saturday, May 20th and Sunday the 21st. Our group,
That's
Kel-
next Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our group, Celtic Cleveland, is going to be there on Saturday night, and we've scheduled a dinner at La Dolce Vita afterward to discuss the film. It's a great location because you can park at the Cinematheque and leave your car and then walk to Little Italy. So it's perfect. Anyway, we'll have a couple tickets available, and we're going to select the winner at random. If you go to our website on Facebook, our primary site is Cinema Cleveland! Exclamation point. So if you go there, you do a search for that. You can search for Music Cleveland or Celtic Cleveland if you want. But the primary site is Cinema Cleveland on Facebook. And I'll pick a person at random and award them 2 tickets for the film. And they can use it either night.
And tickets are worth $15 each, is it?
11.
$11. Special discount for knowing you.
Yeah, that's right. It's a wonderful film, and I'll tell you how it came about. When I first learned about The Quiet Girl and the availability of The Quiet Girl, I talked to John Ewing, who's the director of Cinematheque. So he had it in his memory that I was interested in Irish film, and that's one of the reasons he brought this film to Cleveland. And we're hoping if we get support for this, that it'll only encourage more Irish film at Cinematheque.
Okay, good.
So
A lot of Irish movies, isn't there, Bill? Quite a
there
few.
are, you know, and we have been a sponsor of the Chicago Irish Film Festival for about 4 years. Now that sounds strange because we're in Cleveland, right? But it was virtual, online.
Yeah.
We arranged a discount for people, and they had some very good films there, including the one that we're going to see at Cinematheque. And there are some other ones coming down the road, and I'm hoping that Cinematheque will pick them up. There's one that I really want to see. It's called Lola, and it's England in 1941. It's an Irish film, don't get me wrong. 2 sisters create it's science fiction, right? 2 sisters create a machine that intercepts broadcasts from the future. So can you imagine the advantages for horse racing with something like that? So it's called Lola. It's not scheduled for Cleveland yet, but we're hoping it will happen.
Okay. So all they have to do is go to the website, name the website again, tell people
Well, go on Facebook,
on Facebook.
and it's best to start with Music Cleveland ! And there will be links to Celtic Cleveland and Cinema Cleveland. So we have 3 different Facebook groups. Now I can confuse you and tell you that we're also on a platform called meetup.com, but if you go on Facebook, that's probably the easiest way to find us. We've got some other things coming up, and in particular I'm thinking about a musical event at the Kent Stage, which is the farewell tour of Clannad. That is going to happen on Friday, September 29th. We've got a special deal there, not for tickets, because it's almost sold out, to be honest with you. But if you're a member of our group and you go to that show, we have admission to the sound check the afternoon of that day. If you know what that is, it's where the musicians, especially when they're traveling on tour, they will go up on stage in the afternoon before the show to make sure everything is in sync, and they'll do a little bit of practice. So it's a very intimate event, and it's very rare for people being allowed to come into that, because it's very informal. There's another show coming up I wanted to mention. You had played John Denver and almost sang with it, but since I'm still suffering from long COVID, my voice comes and goes, so I didn't try. But we've got another show at the Kent Stage coming up that I'm really excited about. Do you know who Jimmy Webb is?
I do.
Jimmy Webb was the primary songwriter, collaborator, and friend of Glen Campbell. Now, that's one of the great regrets I have. I've seen so many performers in my 80 years. I shouldn't say that. In my few years. Campbell is one person I wanted to see. He was at the Kent Stage and I didn't go.
Brilliant musician.
Fabulous. It was his farewell tour while he was in the process of dying. Anyway, Jimmy is coming to the Kent Stage on October 15th. That is a Sunday. Tickets are selling, as you can imagine. We met Jimmy at Nighttown years ago, and he's quite an entertainer. Again, we're going to have admission to his sound check, which is fabulous.
Didn't he do some recordings with Ashley Campbell,
Absolutely.
Campbell's daughter?
He's been touring with her too.
And she is a very accomplished banjo player.
She's wonderful.
Musician all around, but
And
like
singer.
her father and a singer, she's just marvelous.
I'm kind of hoping that she shows up unexpectedly at Kent, but I don't think that'll happen. Anyway, we've got the same deal there. We're going to have posters for members. There'll be a signing after the show. And, well, I must say that the sound check is for members only, and it's not yet confirmed. But that's what we're working on.
All right, Bill, I'm going to play this song. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day all. JC is handling the phones now. You can call them at 216-901-0945. If you want to send a special Mother's Day greeting out to anybody, you can call them now, 216-901-0945. And here's a wonderful, beautiful Mother's Day song sung by Tony Kenny, and it's called Mother, the Gift. I love this.
Since he's on the phone now, maybe we should do the tickets on the phone.
Yeah, you could.
I didn't know he was going to do that.
Well, sometimes he gets it wrong.
Okay, I'll ask him if he can do it,
Yeah.
and then we can.
They told him, the doctor told him he has a touch of dementia. It's coming on, so he's well aware of it.
Yeah,
But I
that's
think
okay.
Bill, at our age, God knows.
We have to be understanding because
Yeah.
we're right there too,
Oh yeah.
right at the door. Why do you think I have notes? I don't need notes.
Oh yeah. But like, you know, this fellow that's singing, He had a show with Hal Roach. Remember Hal Roach? At Jury's Cabaret for 25 years in Dublin. I knew him well. He just retired. He had a stroke. He had to retire. The same age as I am. But he's retired now, living in Dublin. Just a lovely singer. Great showman.
What's his name?
Tony Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
Tony.
Do you know, we shouldn't be talking about this, but you know that O'Brien is going to show that film at the club, West Side Club?
Which film?
The Assumption of Mary McGrew.
Oh, Mary, was it Mary
Muldoon
Flanagan?
or
Mary Mulligan.
Mulligan.
Where are they going to show it at?
At the club,
The
West Side Club.
Oh, don't say nothing.
No, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, it's up to, you know, Bill, I know Bill Johnson, the writer, and a great
Chris
guy.
Johnson,
Chris Johnson, rather.
with a T, right?
Yeah, that's right.
He's English.
You see,
Well, T is English.
is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We always spit on them. I'm a radical, so I have to keep quiet.
Yeah, but you know, he put a lot into it. I don't like to say anything, and I would never say anything to him, but it was tough to watch.
Well, it's a play.
Huh?
It's a play and it's too long.
Yeah, too long. That's
Cut
exactly.
it in half and keep it on stage, not a film.
Yeah.
So the only way they learn, though, is being criticized.
I suppose.
You know, as a teacher, that's what we would always do. Try to be Christian about it, but can you take calls for those tickets? I can give them away on the phone.
Yeah, we could do that.
I could do the fifth caller. How's that?
Freddie Tolte called in for Happy Mother's Day for Bridgie Conway. I was trying to get her name, Bridgie Conway.
Yeah.
I got two shout outs.
So I will need name, phone, email,
Okay,
and fifth caller is fine.
okay.
If
All
you
right.
don't have an email, Bill, how about an address? Phone is good enough. If you get the phone, though.
Yeah,
Phone is the important.
yeah, I like the email though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still on this shit.
Oh,
Let's see. Okay, we're going to change something, Bill, where we're going to give away the 2 tickets. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rose and Frank at Cinematheque on the 20th of May. That's next week, next weekend. We'll have 2 tickets for the fifth caller at 216-901-0945 or 888-281.
We don't answer that question.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Just 901-0945. Fifth caller,
And this is for tickets for what?
2 tickets for Rose and Frank at the Cinematheque
Okay.
on the 20th.
And it's the 3rd caller, right?
Fifth.
Fifth caller.
Fifth caller.
Call 216-901-0945. Those are $11 tickets, I think you said.
Yep. Saturday, May 20th at 5 p.m. Or you can use it Sunday,
A week from
21st.
today.
Hmm?
From today. And that's at University Circle, right?
It's University Circle. It's on Euclid Avenue at the Cleveland Institute of Art. Parking is free. All instructions are available. We will email you or
Okay.
call you
All
with
right.
details.
Call now for the tickets, 216-901-0945. It's 11:19 here on the Irish Show on WHK AM 1420. Now this message from John O'Neill at O'Neill Healthcare. Stand by.
Elderly mom or dad, look no further. O'Neill Healthcare has been providing outstanding elder care in Cleveland's West Side for more than 50 years. Whether needing assisted living, memory support, independent living, skilled nursing, hospice care, dialysis, or rehabilitative therapy, we are here for you. Our team of physicians, nurses, and therapists deliver personalized care with compassion and quality at the forefront. You have peace of mind knowing they are with extraordinary people who provide exceptional care. O'Neill Healthcare is always improving the care of older adults and is the trusted
You know
choice
John
for
O'Neill?
your loved one.
No.
He was good
More
friends with
information
Tom Campbell.
About O'Neill Healthcare, schedule a tour
6 nursing
to one of
homes.
our
He
5
owns.
facilities.
Mm.
Please contact us at 440-808-5500 or visit us online at o'neillhc.com.
Phone's not ringing.
Top of the morning. Western Reserve Group has proudly served Ohio for over 100 years.
Their mission has been to provide families with quality insurance protection for their home, auto, business, and farm. For more information about Western Reserve Group, contact your local Western Reserve Group independent insurance agent or go to their website at www.wrg-ins.com to find an agent near you.
PJ McIntyre's is located at the corner of Lorraine and Rocky River Drive, also known as Cam's Corner. You will enjoy the atmosphere of a real Irish pub at PJ's. The food is pure Irish American. The all-day Irish breakfast is one of a kind. The menu is extensive and something for everybody. A huge selection of imported beers, lagers, whiskey are all a trademark at PJ McIntyre's. Sullivan's Irish Ale is a unique specialty on tap. Gaelic football, hurling, soccer, and rugby games live on satellite are shown almost every weekend. And the owner, Patrick Campbell, is there to greet you most of the time. PJ's is also the home of the Brady Campbell Irish Dance School. You can call 216-941-9311. Live music every weekend. Thinking of holding a private party? Ask about renting the Bridgie Ned's Irish Party Parlor Room at 216-941-9311. PJ McIntyre's, rated Ohio's best, most authentic Irish pub in Ohio.
And in the mud there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree with a tree in the hole, and the hole in the mud down in the valley, oh. Oh, roll the mud down in the valley, oh. Oh, roll the mud down in the valley, oh. And on the tree there was a limb, a rare limb, a rattling limb with the limb on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the mud down in the valley, oh. Oh, roll the mud down in the valley,
Your sister called.
I did.
Your sister called.
I mean,
Yeah. And she wanted to remind you about your mother's, to remind you of your mother's death.
yeah.
And I said, that's the first thing we talked about when I came into the studio before we went on the air. I assured her that you had not forgotten.
Oh, yeah, wants me to mention it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's called to me, 1950. I put it on Facebook this morning. It's all over Facebook. I put a picture on.
Repeat the call for the
Huh?
repeat the call for that first caller, because we've had no callers.
No callers?
Repeat the first call. But in the meantime, I got a couple of shout outs I gotta do, Jerry.
You want to take the first call?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We had one call I answered and nobody said anything, they hung up.
Huh.
I find though, Bill, a lot of people are not into these Irish movies.
I know.
And a lot of the reason is the movies were not good.
I know. Well, like as I said, they were all negative. They were all
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah, if they're all like Ned Devine,
Yeah, yeah.
then
Oh
if
my
they're-
God.
that one was good. But
Well,
you
can
know,
I have a few minutes to talk about it?
Yeah, and
All
even
right.
if you go back to, The Informer, was artistically a great movie.
Yeah.
But by golly, you wouldn't come out of that feeling good.
Yeah, it was a dark
Oh
movie.
my God, very dark movie. And of course, The Quiet Man kind of spoiled everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bit of romance, a bit of violence.
Bit of
Great
Maureen
fight.
O'Hara.
Great fight. Oh yeah, it was wonderful. But a lot of those movies, and like that one that Chris Johnston made, I mean, that'll put people off.
You have to be honest with people when they're trying to make something creative.
Yeah.
You have to tell them it's a tough life. You know? It's like writing. If you're bad, you have to be told.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're probably right. Yeah,
You know.
Sure you are.
Had a nice conversation with Jimmy Ihaz.
Yeah, Jimmy, you know Jimmy?
He called from Missouri.
Yeah. You called?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Teresa.
Trees, yeah.
Teresa, okay, that was nice. I'll have to get her, let's see what someone I get for her.
Well, let me get this call coming in.
Hey, Michael. I'm on the air, Mike. Oh, yeah, right after the program, Michael. 12 o'clock when I get in the car. Come. Thanks, Michael. And they were the Young Wolf Tones here on the Irish Show on WHK AM 1420. Where's JC go? He was supposed to, he said he had something special he wanted to talk about. He disappeared into the fog here somewhere. I don't know what's going on here this morning. But Bill, we were talking about movies, Irish movies.
Irish movies, you know, they've been so dark. The one that we're talking about today is not dark. It received 100% fresh rating from Rotten Tomatoes, which is a very popular film critic website. Rosine and Frank, we've still got 2 tickets. We're waiting for the first caller to 216-901-0945.
Yeah, this is a movie that won't depress you.
No, it's a very happy film. You know, I'm an animal person, and I've always thought, you know, considering the philosophy of reincarnation, that maybe cats could come back as other cats in the future. This film plays on that thought,
Yeah.
which is an Eastern theology, that there is a reincarnation of the soul. And in this film, a dog has come back as the lady's husband.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's very
Is
light.
that why so many wives call their husbands dogs?
Yeah, and they say in the reviews that with the closing credits you will be crying. It's such a sweet film.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
You know, that's one of the reasons I did not go to see the Banshees of Inisherin, because so many people said to me it was kind of dark, and you know, you need to walk out of the theater, I think, with a fairly good feeling, or maybe with a smile on your face. That might be expecting too much, but a lot of movies today, especially Irish movies, are not that good feeling type of movies.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, but I think this traces back to the oppression and the genocide that we've
Probably.
experienced as people. It's understandable.
Yeah, and I mentioned The Informer,
Mm-hmm.
which goes back, I don't know, that was made in the 40s or 50s, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Who was in that? Was it Victor Malone?
Yeah, he was in that.
Victor Malone. But that movie was very depressing also. Anyway, JC, you got something?
Yes, I do. I had a lovely conversation with Jimmy Ihaz, calling from Springfield, Missouri, to wish his mother a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, Teresa,
Teresa, yeah.
the accordion player from Ballycroy. She plays the accordion. Did you know that? I bet you didn't
Yeah,
know
he
that.
said he was in a band back here called the Hip Cats.
That's right, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy is a rock and roller.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah.
He
In
liked
fact,
Elvis
I
too.
got something in the system here that he did an Elvis Presley thing, a hound dog. Or, I got to dig that out and play it some Sunday. Yeah, he's a musician. Jimmy's good.
Yeah, yeah. And we also heard from a Bridie Talty,
From Brady, yeah.
wishing a happy Mother's Day to her good friend, Bridie Conway.
Yeah, where's my song?
And also, I want to do a shout out to Bridget from O'Sullivan's Ale.
We better play our mother, and Mother's Love is a Blessing. We better.
Okay, but did you hear that shout out to Bridget from Sullivan's Ale?
Oh, Bridget Burkett?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I didn't.
yeah, so
Oh, that's
I
great.
hope you're doing well, Bridget.
We haven't
Haven't heard
talked to
from you
Bridget
in
in a
some
while.
time. We
Bridget
wanted
had
to
some health
see
issues
you.
and she's
Yeah.
dealing with them.
Yeah,
So she is. So it's great that Sullivan's. Was that from Dan Smithick?
no, that's from you and me.
Oh, okay. All right, so we better play this. It's Mother's Day, and we never let it go by without playing A Mother's Love is a Blessing. Here's Richie O'Shea. He used to be, Richie passed away now, but he was a partner with Patty Noonan in New York for years. Then he went off on his own with the Richie O'Shea Band and played the Catskills for many years. Richie is gone, but his music lingers on. Here's his A Mother's Love is a Blessing. Richie O'Shea.
My late wife,
That was nice that Jimmy called.
my late wife hated this song. Mother's Love.
I never cared for it. But people love it.
Yeah, it was a nice. I had a nice chat with Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's a banker or investment banker or something. He's got a great job.
Yeah, he moved to Springfield several years ago.
Yeah.
But he's a listener to the show. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I think his mother is on her way down. She worked for Eddie Crawford. She was Eddie Crawford's executive secretary for 30 years.
His mom was Irene?
Teresa, yeah.
Teresa, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
She
know
left
that.
home when she was 12 to work in a bar in Williamstown, County Galway. She was the oldest of 12 kids.
Wow.
So she had to leave and send money back home to keep the family going. And she went to work in Williamstown at 12 and came to America at 17.
Wow.
Went to work at Stouffer's downtown as a waitress, saved up some money to...
JC, no tickets yet?
No.
Did we give the number out again?
Yeah.
We didn't say we had more tickets though, did we?
No.
All right, let's do that again. Now it's a challenge.
Now it's a challenge.
But there Bill was a woman that went from nothing to a great job like that. And with no education, she was just grade school, 12 years old, but kind of pulled herself up, went to secretarial school. She didn't go to college, but she learned how to run a computer. And Crawford, to this day, he calls her Bridget and we call her Teresa. And he says she was just dedicated there every day. I mean, a loyal employee.
Yeah, that's the story of our country.
She's 84 years old now, and if you saw her, if she walked in there, you'd say that woman isn't over 50. Oh yeah, it's a shame that the country is not like that. They don't think that.
We're gonna do the phones again, JC.
Don't sit down, JC. Don't get too comfortable.
We're gonna hype the phone again because we gotta give away the tickets.
Yeah, we want to give away these
try.
two. Yeah, yeah.
Can you pick it up in here?
I can't,
Well,
but I'll tell them to hold while I go to the other
If I get
studio.
them, yeah, and if you hold, sometimes you lose them.